There
see
it
it.
is. I found it. It was, there we go.
There
Okay,
we
Janice
go.
just spoke, so
We're all set.
I'm going to go back to highlight Linda, spotlight Linda. Okay, does everyone see Linda? Okay, Linda, if you want to go ahead and get started. Oops, and
I
I just
will.
moved the slide forward. Go ahead and get started. Ignore the fact that that says Roberta accidentally hit the slideshow as I was highlighting you.
No worries, Gwen. Well, listen, everyone, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm so excited to have all of you here in our virtual reception. I hope those of you who enjoy that sort of thing have your glass of wine and are ready to enjoy what I think is probably one of our best shows. You know, when I went through the paintings, I was actually quite blown away and humbled by the amount of talent that we have in our organization,
Hi.
and you know, just
Hi.
how beautiful
The
everything was.
reception.
Okay, we have somebody talking. I need everyone to mute their phones so we can hear Linda.
That's okay. All right. So anyway, a little bit about the show that you're about to see this evening. We had 84 entries, and I have to tell you, and I said this during our annual meeting, and I'm just going to repeat myself. I don't think we would have gotten as many entries if it had been, if people had to travel to Eckerd. There were other reasons why we moved it online, but I am just thrilled with the participation. We accepted 63 paintings, or Roberta, our judge, did that, and they're just fabulous. I was thrilled with Roberta's selections, and I'm just excited that you guys are going to see this evening. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time here at the beginning. I'm going to turn things back over to Gwen Kodad. Gwen is our vice president for exhibitions. And I do want to just give her a little bit of a plug if I can before you start, Gwen. But this, everything associated with the exhibit, from you know, the ease of entry, getting everything ready to go onto the website, and this beautiful presentation that you're about to see, Gwen did. And I have to give you, you know, if we were live, we'd have a round of applause for you now, Gwen. But I just want to thank you so much for the beautiful job that you've done. So I'll turn it back to you, Gwen.
Great. Well, we have Roberta Romeo. I always want to call her Romero. You need to put an R in that name. Roberta Romeo, who's our judge. And what we're going to do is actually show you who the winners are. And then we're going to take a moment and allow Roberta to talk about why she made the selections she did, both in terms of the show and in terms of the winners. So let's get started. Let's see who our winners are. If we can get it to move. Here we go.
There we go.
So we have Roberta awarded 4 honorable mentions. She actually requested an increase from 2 because she was having such a hard time deciding who we should be, you know, selecting, because it was such a strong show. Is everyone seeing the full picture? They aren't seeing anything interfering with it. Good. Okay. So our
Yes,
first
yes.
honorable mention is called What's for Lunch by Carrie Stratton Waltz. I don't think she's here tonight. I think she said she had an issue that wouldn't allow her to be here. Our second honorable mention is Marching to the Beat of Sunshine with Suzanne Natsky. And I know Suzanne is here. And those of
Yeah.
you who checked in with us at our annual meeting this last week saw Suzanne do a wonderful presentation and on how to create a cradle board. And this is just a beautiful picture. It has so much enthusiasm and energy.
It is gorgeous.
Our third honorable mention is Sundown Dreams by Sandra Webster. I don't think Sandra is with us tonight. This puts her into the master signature category. She has had enough paintings accepted over the years to generate 25 show points in addition to her signature points. So this will move her into her master signature status. And our fourth honorable mention is Tanya Davis. I know Tanya's here. And this beautiful picture is called Dawn Wave. And it is our fourth honorable, not fourth in terms of 1 through 3, 4, just we had 4 honorable mentions, and Tanya is one of those. Our merit award went to Chris Peterson, who's here somewhere, I think. And this is called Happy Hour, which is what we're celebrating right now. And it's obviously a grand celebration of Happy Hour. She told me she priced it high enough that no one would buy it because she has it hanging in her house and she doesn't want to sell it. Best and Transparent was Broken Road from Lana Cease, and I think Lana's here tonight too. Lana's a new member to Florida Suncoast, so she's getting off to a great start here with this fabulous painting and an award to boot. Third
Fabulous.
place was Slice of Life from Doreen Renner. I know Doreen's here. Doreen lives in Canada part of the year, and she's a snowbird who comes down here and joins us when the time is right. And the great thing about an online show is that Doreen was able to participate because she would not otherwise have been able to get her painting to Eckerd. One thing that I also want to mention about Eckerd is we have 63 paintings in this show. If we had gone to Eckerd, we would have only been able to take 35. So we would have been severely limited by space. So that you've got a lot more opportunity to enjoy each other's art as a result of us going online instead of going to the Eckerd facility. Second place is The Heat of the Day with Chris Perrin. Chris is traveling. Chris, are you there? That's you. I think Chris is there. So she said she was going to try to check in. And obviously, this is another beautiful piece from Chris. We all know that everything she produces is going to be stunning. And once again, it is. And our number one best of show is Donna Morrison with Flag Girl in Waiting. And Roberta will talk more about this, but this is just such a lovely, lovely painting. And we're so happy that Donna is here tonight to hear Roberta talk about her work. Now, as a result of this, we have new signature and master signature members, and I mentioned one of those as we were talking. Our new signature members are Shara Bunnis. I don't think Shara is here tonight. Gary Green. You think Shara is here? Is Shara here? I think she
I
is.
thought I saw her, but maybe
Yes, she is listed.
I'm here, but there's stuff going on, so you can't see me.
Oh, okay.
And that's a big surprise. Thank you.
Thank you. We're glad you're here. Gary Green for Dr. Pier 22, and you will see these paintings in just a few minutes. Janice Johnson, who's here with In a Tranquil Garden, and Polycarpa Williams Harrison. I don't, she's here tonight. And as I had mentioned earlier, our new master signature member is Sandra Webster. And for those of you who aren't sure how the signature and master signature thing works, you have to be juried into 2 shows to get your signature. And then after that, you start accumulating show points for every show that you're in and for every ward that you win. And when you get 25 show points in addition to your signature, you're eligible for master signature. So if you think about that, that's a pretty high bar to reach. So I know Roberta's there and I want to highlight her. I'm going to have to find her. Roberta, raise your hand so I can see you in the midst of this crowd. There you are. There you are. Let me spotlight you. Okay. Can everyone see Roberta now? I'm going to remove the spotlight from Linda and put it on Roberta. Does everyone see Roberta?
Yes.
She should be up there in the corner. Okay, Roberta, tell us about this show.
Well, first of all, I always go through and I look at the show, and it was great. So I had to go through and look at it again. And then I went through a third time and I just took my time and I just enjoyed everything about the show. Linda was very correct when she said this was a very strong show. The paintings were just beautiful and I enjoyed all of the messages. I just enjoyed all of it. I have, because I was a teacher, kids would always say, well, why did they get this or they get that? So I always have kind of a scoring system, more or less a rubrics kind of a thing. So that helps me with the clarity of who is first, second, third, and so forth. And then, of course, sometimes, there's the same score, and then it does have to be even more subjective. But that's how I basically come up with who the winners are. And I do have to talk to you about the first place, because I probably looked at that thing for a good 30 minutes. I just could not stop looking at it. I mean, from all of the little double stitching on the boots, did y'all notice that? And then in the cutouts, there's those little blue sequins, and there's fraying of the jeans, and then there's that little rust on the buckle under the tummy of the horse. And then as I kept looking, I'll be darned, did y'all notice that flagpole stuck in her boot? And there was just so much in there. And then all of that, the initial response is you see this part of a girl, a flag girl, and you can just picture yourself there in that hot, dusty rodeo as she comes into the arena there. And so it really did move me, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful painting. But I have to tell you, there were so many of the art, so much of the artwork that did move me. I know the one about the parade, it took me back to, I remembered as a kid sitting down on the curb of the sidewalk, watching the parades go by and feeling that heat in the sun. And I just saw, as the little folks were, go playing the band, walking in the parade, it was just, you could just put yourself right there. And then the one with the hats in the sun, man, did you notice that even the shade was hot there? That was a warm shadow in there. But just everything, there's so many things in the paintings, and the tidal wave. I just wanted to go step in that wave coming into the bank. And just so many things. And abstract, I don't do abstract, but that abstract really caught my eye because, and then the title, The Slice of Life there, and I could just see the slices of the fruit. But it was just a really beautiful show, so many wonderful messages, and y'all should be really proud. We're gonna
Okay, well, thank you, Roberta. And what we're
get to
going to
see
do
rest
now
of
is,
it.
pardon?
Do we get
We're
to
going to
see
see the
rest
rest
of it?
of it. We're going to enjoy the rest of the show. We're just going to start it and let it play through to the end. So these are all of the entries that were accepted. So at this point, we're going to highlight Linda again and let her talk to you a little bit about what's upcoming and give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you might have. I hope you enjoyed looking at the paintings. They will be online. We'll post the show online so that everyone will have an opportunity to see it, along with each of you provided a price list indicating whether it was for sale or not for sale, and we will make that price list available to anyone who's interested in contacting you about the potential purchase of one of your paintings. Obviously, that would be handled between you and them, but we'll make sure that they know what you might be interested in selling it for if in fact it's up for sale. So Linda?
Well, thanks, Gwen. So what did you guys think? A great show, wasn't it? Incredible.
We have one chat comment saying it was a beautiful exhibition, so I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Well, just to kind of wrap things up here this evening, I wanted to remind everyone that we have a couple of things coming up that I want to make sure you have on your calendars. All of the information I'm giving you is on the website, so feel free to, if you don't jot it down here this evening, but we have an online workshop coming up in November. Jessica Bryant, who does beautiful work, you can see some examples of her work again on our website. But November 2nd and 3rd, it's a 2-day Zoom workshop from 1 to 4 p.m. So again, anybody, doesn't matter if you're a snowbird and you haven't come back yet, please join us. We'd love to have you. And then also our biggest show of the year is Art Center Manatee. That will be coming up at the end of January. The show runs from January 30th through March 8th, and receiving is January 27th. So we'll actually open up the window for people to log on and submit their paintings in the same way that we did for this show, but that one will actually be in person at Art Center Manatee. So with that, I just want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will turn it back to Gwen in case you have anything else you'd like to add. But thank you all for joining us.
The only thing I want to add is, had we been in person, we would be handing the winners a certificate and a
Yes.
check. Obviously, we can't do that over the internet, but we will be mailing that to you. All of our new signature members and our master signature member will receive certificates, and all of our winners will receive their certificates and their checks by mail, which we will be getting out to you in the next few days. So there's some money coming along with this. Thank you so much. Any questions or comments?
I have one comment and question. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Is this
Hello?
Holly? No,
It's
your-
Amanda. It's Amanda Fullerton.
Okay.
Last week I tried to enter the show while I was traveling in Utah, and I did it on my cell phone. And I hate to show my technical ineptitude, but the painting, I didn't get the right name with the right painting, apparently. So could I change my name of my painting to Easy
yes,
Gate,
you can.
please?
I actually thought you might have them backwards when I looked at the painting, because it looked like one of them was arriving
Okay.
hastily and the other one was pretty easy, and the names didn't match. We'll be happy
Okay.
to switch the names to match the paintings.
Thank you. All the rest of the information is same size, everything else.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
I just wanted to say thank you guys for going forward with the show despite the complication. I know how frustrating it gets to plan and be the volunteers and have it kind of fall apart. And I think it's so important to keep moving forward with gatherings in any way we can. Otherwise, it just doesn't keep the cohesiveness of the group. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you that are volunteering. I always feel bad that I'm not volunteering with this group. I'm sitting on 2 other art center boards right now, and I'm sure I'll get a turn in the seat with this group at some point. But I I just love this group and you guys do a great job all the time. And I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank
Don.
you. And that was a struggle to decide whether we moved forward with an online
it's hard.
show or to just say it wasn't working with the other one. But this has been such a great show. I'm so glad we moved forward.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's it, then I guess we can say goodnight to each other. And this has been recorded and we will post it online along with the images themselves. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody and then some. Bring your friends to Art Center Manatee in January.
Great.
Awesome.
Thanks so much,
Thanks,
Gwen.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Roberta.
Thank you.